Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on the next bull run. Okay, I hear you. I can hear it right now through the screen. What do you mean, Uncle Ray? We're in a bull market. Well, not so fast, guys, and I'm not here to spread FUD. I don't do that. I just tell you what the charts are telling me, what the environment is telling me. I tell you about my research. So I don't shield, I don't FUD. I just tell you the way I see it. Now, I bought my first foreign currency over 30 years ago. So I've been tracking technical analysis and charts for a long time. And guys, whether you're tracking commodities like coffee, sugar, cocoa, or foreign currencies, or stocks, bonds, or crypto, a chart is a chart. Technical analysis all pretty much work the same. And then for me, I add that to the fundamentals, and that gives me what I'm looking to do. Gives me the information I need to put on the best trades that I can. Now, this is going to talk about, in this video, we're going to just talk about pure technicals. What are the charts telling us as far as where we are in the bull market? Now, for me, I'm not talking about altcoin season. I'm talking about Bitcoin. For me, no ifs and buts about it. Bitcoin has started a bull run, and I believe even if we have a black swan event, no one's going to pick up Bitcoin under its old low of 15.8 for this bear run. You're not going to buy $15,000, $12,000 Bitcoin. That being said, wow, would I love to be really wrong. Because if that happens, not only can we stack some cheap Bitcoin, and we know what's coming, guys. I can't be more bullish. I can be more bullish than I am at this moment, but long term, I wish Bitcoin would drop down to $1,000. Now, the other good news, in my opinion, if that happens, these altcoins are going to get wrecked. And that would be great for anyone that has some dry powder, which for me is what I'm protecting right now. I'm going to go all in when I believe it's game on and it's full-fledged bull run. But until then, I am looking to do trades, swing trades, because I don't want to lose my dry powder and put all that money at risk. And if we have a black swan, or if we go into a deep recession, or we get some crazy announcement about the spot ETF and Bitcoin goes one way or the other, I want some dry powder. That's where I'm at. But in this video, we're basically going to talk about a couple of things, but then I'm going to walk you through charts and technical analysis of what I look for to tell me if it's altcoin season. And I got to tell you guys, we're right there. But this is going to be some really informative information. And if you want to learn about technical analysis, this is going to help you a lot. And if you like this type of video, let me know and I'll make more of them, because guys, it's go time. It's getting really close to it. And no matter what your opinion is, whether we're in a bull market for altcoins, or we're almost there, or we're there, or we're not there, it's time to pay attention and get really focused and get a game plan, guys. If you don't have a game plan, good luck in this upcoming bull market, because it's going to get crazy. The FOMO's going to get crazy. Your account's going to swell. You're going to want to FOMO into 50 projects, and you just may do it. And then you're not even going to be able to keep up with it. Guys, please get a plan. Now, I also do coaching one-on-one, and we'll talk about that at the end of this video. That being said, guys, go ahead and hit that like button, and let's get into it. Now, if you look at crypto bubbles, guys, for the week, everything's pumping. Great week for crypto. And I just want to point out a few things. I did a video on Tara, as you see on the screen. It's up 85% for the week. And I got a lot of heat, people saying It's a bad project. Well, it speaks for itself. I also did Celestia about 10 days ago. We got a lot of heat. It's up almost 70% for the week. You know, I also did a video on Jasmy, and this is a lesson hopefully for everyone. Guys, I did a video on Jasmy, 3 weeks ago or something like that, when there was that problem with the founders being a scammer and all that. And I said, look, I don't think nothing's changed. I stacked it for a reason. I know it's a high risk reward, and I'm going to stick with my Jasmy. A lot of people said it's a scam and it's a rug pull. Well, guys, it's up 45% for the week. So the point of that is, if you stack a token, have some conviction. And if nothing changed, stick with your game plan, guys, and hopefully it gets back to that coaching. You got a game plan. Now, all right, let's talk about what I look for to see if we're in altcoin season and if it's time for me to go all in. Now, if you look at, first thing I look at is Bitcoin dominance. And if you look at that, guys, that's the year-to-date chart. It is textbook perfect. So Bitcoin dominance could still pull back and then change gears and go to a whole nother level. So I'm not giving up that Bitcoin is where the smart money is right now. Now, I also look at the total three. The total three is basically the altcoins minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, watch this, guys. This is really, really important. And this is why I'm so chill and relaxed and calm, and I'm not telling everyone, woohoo, FOMO in, because this is what I see. And the charts are my guide. I didn't spend all the years and years to learn this knowledge to not use it. So anyone just FOMOing in, first of all, take your emotions out of it. But they obviously have different metrics, and I don't know what those are for telling them when the bull market has started for altcoins. But now look at this, guys. If you look at this bottom line, that's where we've been for pretty much 2 years. That's the the support. And this red line and this blue line technically is your resistance. Now, the last 10 days, 2 weeks have been great. But let's look at this move in the big picture, guys. Where are we? Because let's go back to last year when we were at this price. It went, and everyone said bottoms in. I know a lot of people, including me, were stacking. And then it got wrecked. Went way back down. Boom. You remember this move, guys? That was August last year, before FTX. We're back. I think or just after, I can't remember anymore. But anyway, we thought that the bottom was in. No, wasn't even close. And it just kept going lower. Low of the year. And that was in December. Guys, December was ugly. I'll be honest, I ran out of dry powder. And that's why I'm kind of saving my money right now. I'm stingy with it because I want to have dry powder when the crazy starts and the new projects start. I don't want to be just rushing into these tokens and sitting on them until the real bull market is definitely there and I miss a lot of stuff. But look, the point about this is, guys, look at that. We thought bull market is back. Altcoin season, altcoin season, altcoin season, fake altcoin season, altcoin season. Guys, we're not even for, if you take out Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're not even at the highs for the last 2 years. Not even close, really. I mean, we're getting close, but what I'm saying, we got plenty of room to run. But we are right there. If you use that lower resistance, we're right there, guys. But follow me on this. This is hugely important. If you saw how beautiful that Bitcoin support was, the chart is telling you it's going to pull back maybe a little bit, and then it's going to keep going higher. Well, this chart tells you, if the last 2 years mean anything, and what's really changed, the odds are it's not going to break that resistance right here. And if it does, it still has to pull back and prove itself, confirmation at least for me. Now once that happens, this video will be nothing but positive, and I will be all in. But we're not quite there yet, but I'm watching it every single day. It could change as I'm making this video. This video could already be outdated by the time we wake up in the morning. And now here's the total too. This is the altcoin market without Bitcoin. Now it looks a little better, and we are getting close. So it depends on which metric you use. But guys, we've already been here in April, and it was an altcoin season. We have not had an altcoin season yet. So we've already had, look at this move from down here. This move we had back in March to April was bigger, a little bit bigger, and they're getting close, than this move here. And what did we do? We came back down, actually all the way down. So guys, just slow your roll, in my opinion. We've got to prove ourselves. But depending on if you want to add in Ethereum or not, which, hey, a lot of people say, hey, it's an altcoin, so I get it. So we're there, and we are just now breaking that resistance. And that's really big. Is it a fake out though? And see guys, here's where people that don't look at this stuff and they get that FOMO buzz and they start watching these channels where everybody's woohoo, woohoo. And look, smart money guys, they know charts are not textbook. They're probabilities, but a lot of people would see a chart like this and say, hey, that's a breakout, buy. Well, the smart money knows that. And so they say, hey, let's push it just a little bit further. If this thing pops up in here today, you'll see everyone FOMO in. And then it didn't get confirmation, which is what I wait for. And then, boom, they take it all the way back down easily. That is normal. So I don't want to be part of the people that get faked out. I want probabilities. And sometimes, yeah, you leave some money on the table. But guys, the number one rule in investing for me is preservation of capital. And honestly, it's not just for me, it's for all investors, or it should be. Now, the next thing I've been looking at, and I missed this trade, I talked about it for the last 2 weeks with some of my coaching clients and some of my friends, and I just got too busy and missed it. However, I've been thinking that Ethereum, if, like what people have said, well, we're in a bull run, period. It's altcoin season. Okay, if that's correct, in a true altcoin season, Bitcoin's going to pull back and Ethereum will lead the bull run. And then you start pretty much comparing your altcoins to Ethereum. Would smart money rather be in Ethereum or your altcoins? Well, so I said, if we are, I'm going to go ahead and place that trade. And I didn't do it, and I'm kicking myself. But I've got to reorganize because now it's go time and it's time to trade no matter what. But my thinking was, it's a great risk reward. We were down in here. I'm going to buy it. And if it starts to outperform Bitcoin, I'm good. If it doesn't, like if it gets up in here and it pulls back, I'll just get out, trade over. And right now, if you look, guys, see that point? And it's crazy how technicals work. If you look at all these red lines of your, this is the year to date. It's perfect. And Ethereum hasn't got there yet, but you got resistance here, here, and then if you draw that all the way down, guys, right there is going to be a lot of resistance. Now, if Ethereum breaks through that and gives us confirmation, it's confirmation of not only Ethereum taking the lead over Bitcoin, but if that happens, and it will happen, but I don't know when, then we are definitely in a bull run in an altcoin season. Now, the other thing I look at is, stay with me. Let's see where this thing is. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Give me a minute. There we go. This is the market cap USDT. And guys, bear with me on this because I wish I really would have understood this better and put this into play in the last couple of months. But this is one of my new favorite trade indicators. And I don't know how I haven't understood this. But crypto is different than stocks and currencies and everything else. About 95% of the things I know transfer over. But this is one thing that I'm adding to my toolbox. And I love it. Guys, if you look at this, when USDT or USDC or whatever, when they start to go sideways and up, that means people are parking their money on the side. When it starts going up, it definitely means people have been taking their profits and they're not going in the market. When they break, and look at this support, and you got two different levels. See, we were here earlier in last year, but we didn't get that rally. That is in August, right? Look how the money was still in the market. It was coming back into the market, but we didn't really get an altcoin season. But realistically, we've been this area 1, 2, 3, at least 3 times this year. This is our 4th time, and it broke it, and it went down. Next support is this area here. But is this a fake out like I was talking? Is it to the point where it's going to rally back up and that was a fake out, or if it's going to go lower? But the point I'm making right there, if I would have been paying attention, and I will in the future for my trading, anytime that goes below that support, which is what you want, that means there's more basically liquidity. People are moving into the market. When it goes up, that means people are taking profits and getting out of the market. Guys, this is a huge indicator, and hopefully I explained that correctly. Now, let's look at, man, I don't know why this is so slow. Bear with me. I got 2 more, guys. I'm almost finished. Stay with me because it's going to be some good information. Then we'll talk about the coaching. And you'll totally understand where I'm at in the big picture. But we want to look at where Bitcoin is right now on the charts again. Stay with me. I want to show you something. Well, this is not going to let me. Here we go. Hold on, guys. I don't know why my computer's so slow. Well, we'll skip that and let's try this last slide I want to show you. It's not going to show that one either. Here we go. All right, this is the US dollar, or Bitcoin to the US dollar. Guys, my only concern, if you can see that right now, is that gap right there. Normally, it returns to the scene of the crime. Hopefully you saw that. But there's a big gap right there. It started at about 29 something and just took off. There's a huge wick. And normally, guys, it comes back to at least test that and fill that in, or at least fill in half of it. Now, also, guys, one of the reasons that price point is that's right there at the buying and selling of the collapse of FTX. So that's really, really important. So here's that slide again. That right there is my concern of people taking profits. Now here's my last thing I want to say. Guys, think about this. If someone was buying right here, and this is the smart money, guys, this is the big money that me and you don't cause these wicks. Here's the smart money, right? The big money. Now, we're looking at that going, oh, that's nothing. That's just getting started. But bear with me, and this is something to always think about when you think, hey, this market's not going to turn around. You got to follow the big money, right? They move markets. So follow me on this. If you got $10,000 or even $20,000 in Bitcoin and you bought at $30,000, it runs to $40,000, which is what we're coming up on, right? That's it's no big deal. You're looking for it to go to 150, but imagine adding about 3, 4, 5 zeros. Imagine if you got $1 million, $10 million, $100 million that you started stacking at 29.5 and 30,000, 31,000, and now it hits $40,000. Guys, that's about 33% on $1 million or $10 million or $100 million. Now, I want you to think about this. Let's just use something simple like $1 million. If you put on this trade, it's less than 2 weeks old, and you put in $1 million, they've made 33%. That's a year's worth, probably 3 years worth of letting JP Morgan trade it for you or just buying the S&P index, right? Guys, that is a massive amount of money. So that's why I believe you're going to see this fill back in, because the big money are going to take their profits. And here's what I think, and I hope it plays out. But I did a video talking about the spot ETF, and it's not a sure thing by any stretch of the imagination, because they've been faking people out for since 2017 about the spot ETF, and that's what that video is about, and I'll leave a link down below. But now follow me on this, guys. There's a saying called buy the rumor, sell the news. And that means you hear about a spot ETF, you hear about it, just like XRP, right? You heard of the announcement. That's when you stack, guys. That's when you buy. Then when the announcement comes out, it gets a big pump, and it may last a day or two, but that's when the smart money needs the dumb money to use as liquidity. And if you look back at XRP, the smart money stacked it pre the announcement. The announcement came out, and they started dumping into that announcement. I know I put on that trade, one of the best swing trades I put on. But I think if they announce this month, which is in the next 12 days, we have a lot of stuff coming out from the SEC. They could make that announcement any day in the next, I think we got 10 days left, or it could happen by January 10th. A lot of people think it's definitely going to happen between now and then. I don't know. But if it comes out, let's just say it comes out tomorrow, I am 100% convinced that if it came out tomorrow and we're at what, just under 38,000, it'd probably go 40, 42, maybe 45, something like that. And then boom, all the way back down and fill that big wick to say 30, 32, period. Which that is how the smart money works. And think about it. That 33% goes to 40, 45, 50, 55, 60%. Maybe even more than that. And that is a massive move, guys, when you've got big money in the market. And I have yet to find anything in crypto since I've been in it. And really, very few times in 30 years of being around the markets that buy the rumor, sell the news is not a good strategy. It happens over and over. And that's the smart money is not because they're so much smarter than the average person, guys. It's called smart money. Really, it should be called insider money, because trust me when I tell you, Larry Fink and Jamie Dimon and all those boys with BlackRock and JP Morgan and the insiders, they know exactly when that spot ETF's coming out to the T. So if it's going to come out, at one point and it's lower, they start stacking. And then when the average person, which is not the smart money, the insider money, when that news comes out, they're thinking, oh my God, spot ETF, boom. Well, they're the liquidity. And I don't like it, but it's been that way since, the start of the stock market, 150, 200 years ago, ever how long it's been. It's always going to be that way. But if you understand it, you can follow along and become the smart money. Because, guys, when I worked for Bear Stearns, there was a sign over the door and it said, if the majority were right, the majority would be rich. Well, guys, the majority of people in crypto are going to get wrecked. This is peer-to-peer. Now, I want you to think about something. If you make $1 million, you pull $1 million out of this market, right? Think about how many pockets that came out of. Maybe 1,000 people, 2,000 people threw in their small amount of money so that the person that was smart enough to pull out $1 million. But the other people got wrecked. So guys, it's only going to be 10-15% of the people watching this video or in crypto that are going to make any significant money. And I want you guys to be part of it, because unfortunately, for the most part, we're all going to get what we deserve, guys. And people spend their life studying charts like this, studying the economy and learning and improving and researching every day. They deserve to make more money. And for the people that are tribal and just listen to one or two influencers or 50 influencers that say stack this and FOMO into this, guys, those are the ones that we're going to use as liquidity. And I say that with love. Now, that being said, let's talk about coaching, guys. And my coaching prices are going to go up if they don't end. So right now, my coaching is $250. You get 3 calls, whether they're phone calls or Zoom videos from me. And we go through your portfolio. I get into your mindset and where you're at. And we get you a game plan to take profits and teach you how to dollar cost average in and out of the market, how to compare these new projects, how not to FOMO and how not to worry about the FUD. Because when you put in on trade, guys, you want to have conviction, you want to have a game plan. So you can just relax and just implement your plan. And guys, I'm telling you, and I say this with love, whether you use my coaching or not, take profits or become the profits. And do not, I repeat, do not set a price target. The majority of people that set those price targets are going to get wrecked. And it doesn't matter if it's XRP, HBAR, Quant, Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you're not taking profits along the way and you have a price that, well, once I get there, once I get that 20x, I'll sell. Well, guys, what if you don't get there? You get wrecked. You take your profits, guys, period. All right, guys, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Was this helpful? Did you like this type of video? Where do you think we're at? Because, guys, I know we're close. And no matter whether you agree or disagree with what I just said, it's go time as far as paying attention, guys. And hopefully you all have some dry powder, because guys, I can tell you from all I can't work any longer or harder, guys, and most of it is researching and following the markets. And I'm going to move into gaming, AI, and the metaverse. Guys, I own all the banking tokens the ISO tokens, for instance. That's not the life-changing money, guys, and I say that with love. They're not, and I repeat, they're not going to lead this bull market. And you can hear all the hype from the influencers, but I highly recommend compare the risk-reward to any of those tokens to the best gaming tokens and the infrastructure in gaming, the metaverse, and AI, guys. That is where the big money is going to be made. And that's what I'm here for, guys. It's all about the money. Now, I want to be clear. All those projects are going to do well. I'm not running out dumping my banking tokens. I love HBAR, and that's one of my measuring sticks for 10x. If you can stack HBAR around 5 cents, that's the closest thing to a guaranteed 10x you're going to get. But I also just found Immutable X, and I believe that's the closest thing to a guarantee to a 15x. So those are two of my projects. Before I stack another one, it better give me a bigger risk reward. We're not talking about just close. I want substantial. So the next bar that I'm looking for is a more probable risk reward to a 20x. And when I find it, I'll be glad to share it. And I think I found it, guys. I'm excited about some of the new projects that are coming down the pipe. And I want to tell you this, guys, as a friend, as someone that started a channel to help people hopefully get into crypto and not miss the biggest opportunity in history. Guys, I don't care what your favorite project is. Don't get tribal, and no matter how much you love that project, just like I love HBAR, but when I found Immutable X, from here on out, I'm going to stack a little more HBAR if I can, but after that, I'll be stacking Immutable X and other projects. Now, that's just me. Again, guys, we're all different. We're all in different positions. But either way, guys, get a game plan, and we're getting close, and we're going to get excited. And guys, come back and be part of this community, and I'm going to help you all I can. And no matter what, guys, if you follow me or whoever you follow, if they're biased and they don't tell you the truth, or they tell you those stupid numbers, stay away from them, guys. They're going to get you wrecked, because a lot of influencers, probably 95% of the influencers out there, especially on YouTube, what they want to do is tell you what you want to hear, and they create these videos where they have to lie or make it up or exaggerate or leave off things just so you'll keep coming back. And that's how you're going to get wrecked, guys. And I don't want to see you miss this opportunity, because you're tribal and you're listening to people that want to grow their channel. They're not here to help you. They sound smart and they sound like they want to help you, but guys, just pay attention to their actions. And if they never tell you anything negative about a project, they don't give you both sides, stay away from them, guys. Anyway, good luck, and guys, pay attention. Do not get out of this market. Pay attention, because whether it's on fire tomorrow or we crash tomorrow, every day we're getting closer and closer. And guys, you don't want to miss this boat. All right, that's all I got. Take care.